ever before. So we are going to talk about the ZVOX. This is an incredible product that incorporates patented hearing aid technology with 6 different levels of AccuVoice, which clarifies the dialogue. It separates the nuances of the commercials from the actual show that you might be watching. Now, what we're doing at HSN is pretty amazing. We're gonna really break that down and help you understand why this has been such a big seller. But this price that we are doing today on this ZVOX is so crazy. I mean, the lowest price, even when it was a today's special price, this is lower. And I love too that it's a smaller footprint. It's not the big sound bar that takes up half of a nightstand or an armoire. It's more of that small footprint, still packs that powerful punch with that patented hearing aid technology. Now the sound bar alone sells for $169, just the sound bar. So look at what you're getting. You're getting an $80 price break on just the ZVOX, the soundbar. You can choose the color. We've got them in black, espresso, or titanium. You get all of these extra goodies, including an extra 2 years on your warranty, no extra charge there. So it's an awesome price on a great product that I know how many of you have felt like it really just changes the whole TV watching experience. Instead of like turning things down during commercials, or one person's comfortable with the sound, but another person is just like, it's driving them crazy. This neutralizes everything, just like a hearing aid would help somebody hard of hearing to just kind of balance all the sound, clarify things. So it really has changed a lot of our TV watching experiences. And Lori Leland is our expert here today to tell you more about how this technology works, because it kind of blows my mind, Lori. Good morning.
Yeah, it's amazing. Callie, you set this up so perfectly, my friend. We call this the sanity saver, relationship saver, marriage saver, right? Because inevitably in one household, like somebody wants it louder, somebody wants the TV levels lower, because somebody can't hear, someone can. With ZVOX, this has changed everything. And you said it, this is the least intimidating, most affordable ZVOX we have ever created. Only 10 inches long, only weighs 1 pound. It's gonna work on every single TV in your household, large, small, whatever it is. And the true problem is the teeny tiny speakers these days that are being put into the flat screen TVs, there's no way they are capable of delivering satisfying sound because they're too small. And Callie, in the flat screens, typically the way these speakers have to be mounted, it's either down or firing backwards. So all of your sound is going out the back wall when we're out here trying to watch TV. So it's caused a lot of frustration for people, for families not being able to understand the voices on TV. Like you said, ZVOX has patented hearing aid technology that lifts the voices out of the background, it makes them clearer, and then pushes them forward so you can hear every single word clearly. If you've ever turned on closed captioning and read what the people are saying, and then it takes you out of the scene, it takes you out of the action. Nobody wants to read a movie or read a TV show, right? If you've ever had to rewind over and over and over again because you're missing that plot point, Callie, you never have to do that again. Simply plug in your ZVOX, one cable into TV, one cable into power, and now that voice clarification with 6 different levels means that now you can hear clearly. And the kicker is, you can listen at a lower level. So you're not blasting the volume anymore, because this is about clarity over volume. Now, if you want to crank it for your music, you can absolutely do that. But for day in and day out TV watching, this is so nice to be able to listen at that lower level without blasting out your loved ones.
Do you want a demo from your place? Yeah, you do it first, and then I'll do it in the studio. Both will be incredible, because I really want you to hear. It's kind of like when you take your glasses off and you clean them and go, oh my gosh, I can see again. It's like night and day, the difference between the sound and the volume. Listen to what Lori's gonna demo first.
Okay, so TV sound has been letting us down, okay? It's dull, it's tinny, it's hard to hear, and this is over Skype and Wi-Fi.
The pieces have been found in pre-Columbian sites such as temples and ruins, so it makes it a real good treasure.
That's amazing.
I know, I'm very pleased to tell you.
Without?
This figurine today at auction is a very, very collectible piece.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, the figurine in average condition would be worth somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000.
Oh, wow.
Because
So,
I mean, Callie, this gentleman has he has a very luxurious sounding accent, kind of like our friend Adam Freeman. But I'm telling you, if you watch BBC or
luxurious.
anything with people with accents, sometimes that can be hard to hear. It's
Right.
so much clearer when you have ZVOX. You can hear
Yeah.
everything. And again, listen at that lower level.
So it reminds me of my dear grandmother, Grandma Hannah, my favorite person on the earth. She's been gone for quite a while now, but she was hard of hearing her whole life through, and she tried to fake it. She didn't want people to feel like, okay, we had to like accommodate her. So she just pretended that she understood everybody. Oh, it broke my heart when I finally realized that that was her life. That's why when I hear this, and we finally got her to wear some hearing aids, because we wanted her to be a part of us. We wanted her to be a part of everything that was said, and that's how I feel about this. I kind of get goosebumps when I think about how it has helped so many people. It's like just a whole new world of sound. And that's why this is something with one thing, you plug it in, you get everything you need. You plug it in, and it does the rest for you. You get the remote, you get the charger, you get all the cables you need. Lori, I just think this is something, and first I have to update everybody. If you want the titanium, I knew this was gonna happen, we have less than 300. Very, very limited on that gorgeous titanium. Most popular at this point is the black, but we also do have it in the espresso if you've got more woods in your life, in your home decor. It's something that if you don't find a difference, you guys, you can send it back by the end of January. But don't miss this moment. If you've ever thought about it or watched this or considered it, do it today. We'll get it right there. And if you don't find a difference, send it back. You don't have that 30 days that we normally do. You still have all the way through the end of January. So if it's family movies or Christmas movies or all the great sporting events that are on right now, and if you feel like there is somebody in your world that's being left out, or worse yet, somebody that's just being so annoyed because the volume has to be so high for that person to hear it, everybody else is getting drowned out. There's a reason for everybody to enjoy this experience. It doesn't just have to be, Lori, somebody who might be hard of hearing when we talk about the patented hearing aid technology at all.
No, this is for everybody because the technology in our TVs has changed. So more and more people are unable to hear the voices on TV, regardless of age, regardless of the status of your hearing. But I can so relate to your grandmother's story. My father, who is also a little bit older, I remember turning to him, we were watching a movie, and I was like, oh my gosh, could you believe that plot twist? And he was just like, yeah, he didn't get it, right? And he didn't want to raise a fuss. He didn't want us to have to crank up TV because we'd already come into his house and turned it way down because we thought it was too loud. But he was suffering because he wasn't partaking and understanding what was going on television. It was so heartbreaking. With this product, you plug it in one cable, and all you do is just plug it to the back of the TV. The other power cable just plugs right into power, right into the wall. So literally, you can have this up and out of the box in just a couple of minutes. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It is so simple and easy. The other thing I want you to realize that this does, it has a default turned on feature, Callie, called output leveling mode, okay? So the second you hook this up, if you've ever had to ride the remote up for the TV show, and then the commercials come on and they're too loud and they blast you out, and then you have to go down, and you're sitting there constantly playing the up and down game with the remote control, you don't have to do that anymore. This will modulate the commercial sound levels to match or be very similar to your TV show levels, so you won't get blasted out by loud commercials ever again. That feature in and of itself is worth its weight in gold, if you ask me. But again, simple and easy. Hookup is easy. Remote control is easy. And with 6 levels, you can really adjust that voice clarification technology. And also, one more thing, ZVOX is the #1 top-selling soundbar at HSN with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands sold. Always customer picks. We love this. But at this price point, this is one you can actually give as a gift to a loved one because it doesn't break the bank.
Yeah, it's really something special. Honestly, I'm blown away at this price. This is the lowest price we've ever done. And we've done a couple today's specials over the last couple of years. This one though, at $89, I've never seen it. It's $170 separate on its own. This is $170. I don't know if we have that IPS, guys, but this is an incredible buy because you're not spending 170, you're spending 90. You're actually spending 18 if you use an HSN card. If you don't get it, you can take $40 off of anything. Your first purchase, this would make it $49 on literally a $170 soundbar. And that's anywhere else you're gonna shop for it. We do amazing deals. When we have a brand or a manufacturer that we do a lot of business with, we can turn around incredible things, and especially right before the holidays. I really, you know, when everybody gathers together, make sure everybody's included, everybody's comfortable, whether it's, like I said, Christmas movies, or if it's music and you wanna blast it through the house, it's gonna be the most incredible sound. So whether it's just to hear the different dialogue levels and the nuances of different voices, I'm gonna have Lori do another demo for you so you can really hear the black and white difference. It is night and day. So we're gonna take a minute to let you hear the difference. And keep in mind, this is over Skype and through your TVs. It'll be even better when you get it at home, but it's pretty impressive to hear this. So I'm gonna have you do it one more time, Lori.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. And maybe we can also show you that if purchased separately at some point here before the end of the presentation too. But here's your TV sound.
A real good treasure.
That's amazing.
Now, I'm very pleased to tell you that this figurine
Today, at auction, is a very, very collectible piece.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, the figurine in average condition would be worth somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000.
Oh, wow.
It's in such good condition and all the history associated with it. I would say this would actually be...
Gosh.
And I mean, you can crank up that TV sound, Callie, and it doesn't help.
And
it doesn't help. It just makes muddled sound louder.
That's right.
What this ZVOX is doing is making that sound pop. It's clarifying the voices. It's pushing the voices forward. You can still hear background noises. You can hear everything very well, but the voices come forward. And I think for a lot of us, that's super important. We're watching sporting events, right? You want to hear the commentators. You're hearing the movies. In the bang 'em up, shoot 'em up action flicks, right? All of the dialogue gets muddled together with explosions and soundtrack. Half the time I was like, what? What did they say? Rewind it. I was asking my husband. I was driving him insane, Callie.
Well,
I'm like, can you turn it up? I give him this symbol for turn up the volume, turn up the volume, turn up
No,
and he finally said to me, Lori, it's too loud already. And then we got ZVOX, and now it's restored the peak.
See, I mean, it's a real thing. And just to clarify, Lori did not turn up and down the volume. When she was doing that demo, it was the same volume. It was just with the ZVOX on versus off, because the speakers in our TVs really don't do what they should. You know, most of us know we should have some kind of external sound system to really bring out the basses and all the trebles and all the different, you know, levels in between. That's what this does. It puts those speakers forward facing versus backwards or sideways. So show us one more time, Laura. I know we've only got a minute, but how the speaker makes such a difference, and show us the design as to why.
Yeah, so this has patented hearing aid technology. It uses powerful algorithms to grab the voices out of the background, make them clear, and push them forward. So that's what your ears hear the best. So you can listen at the lower volumes. This is a 4th or 5th generation product from ZVOX. Tom and the team basically invented the soundbar in the first place. They come from a background of hearing aid technology and sound mixing technology. They have married those technologies together into this incredible AV100 unit.